Well, good morning, students, because this will, of course, be shown in the morning in Tutor Reflections. Delighted to be once again back in the Virgin Money offices in Gosforth with, I'm sure, no stranger to many of you, Mr. Karl Morgan, who is the Structural Liquidity Manager here at Virgin Money. I'm sure I've got that right, Karl, in terms of your title. So, ladies and gents, you will all be aware that the citizenship programme requires you to have some knowledge of money and the financial markets, and I thought what better than to go and ask Karl if he could give us a little bit of a lead on that and a little bit of a steer. So in the course of the next few weeks we're going to be showing you a series of videos all about the money market and the finance markets, and Karl is going to help me to explain those to you. So first of all, thank you very much for agreeing to do this, Karl.
Yeah, no problem.
A great supporter of the college as ever. So today, Karl, we're going to start with the basic functions of money. Okay, and that brings us lastly then, Karl, to just a little bit of a free advertisement here for Virgin Money. So here we have a Virgin Money credit card, and the last function of money is that it serves as a means of deferred payment. So what's this notion of deferred payment all about?
So deferred payment, it's open to interpretation in terms of whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. It depends on how you personally manage your money. But by getting into a credit obligation with a financial institution, what that essentially means is that you agree to the terms and conditions that you will borrow from them and pay them back at a date to be determined down the line. So mortgages are very simple. You say that you're going to take out a mortgage with a bank and that you're going to have your monthly payments that take place. So you could know that you might have to pay £500 a month for the next 35 years, and it's easy for you to budget that out of your current account and savings account depending on where you pay that from. But if you were to go into something like a credit card, you might not be paying a rate of interest for 26, 27 months, and then after 27 months you could be paying a designated rate of interest on that, which means that you aren't just paying, say, £1,000 that you've spent on that credit card, you're repaying £1,000 plus the interest payments on that £1,000 as well.
And those interest payments are rather punitive as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
in many instances.
It depends on who you go with, but you know, in general, a lot of people, because they don't massively ramp up the credit card payments, they're able to manage that in accordance with their day-to-day lifestyles. They can receive points. So if you have a Marks and Spencer's card, you'll get money off items and services at M&S. I think Virgin Money, well, I know Virgin Money have just gone into a partnership with Virgin Atlantic, where if you were to take a lot of transatlantic flights, you'll receive points on your credit card there as well. And British Airways do a similar one with American Express, which means that for a customer who might be paying a bit of interest on their card, they're offsetting that with points that they're accumulating by travelling with British Airways at the same time, and they're making the money on their American Express credit card from there.